Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and the most recent World Tournament unit to get an awakening and become quite good as a result is this Armor Gohan. Now I do like that they did this, because Armor Gohan, you know, this version of Gohan, like, him being good for that Android/Cell Saga team is going to be very, very solid. He does function as a little bit of a support type unit for that team as well, so you definitely, might want to run this guy. He also has shocking speed, which can be good with some of the cells as well as some of the Super Saiyan 2 Gohans. So they did a pretty good job, I would say, with this Armor Gohan. I think he's going to be very solid after his awakening, and again, he is needed for that Android/Cell Saga team. Like, I just feel like we need more units added to that category. That's a team that needs more, right? So, I have almost 1,200 of those awakening medals. Yeah, that's absolutely insane. So, all right, let me go ahead and let me level this guy up. I'll probably level up some of his links a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and hop into some events. All right, guys, so we're here in an event with our boy Gohan Youth. Now, what's interesting about this unit right here, who is about to come out on Global Dokkan, is this is the only Gohan Youth in the game that is even an SSR, right? Like, we have, Gohan Kid, which is, basically all the Gohans up until the Android/Cell Saga. And then we have Gohan Youth. Now, eventually, I'm sure we're going to get a crazy good Gohan Youth, probably from the BoJack movie. But for now, this is basically the only sort of Gohan Youth to take advantage of this, named character, right? Like, we get a better one from maybe the start of the Android Saga, or, maybe even a better armor version of this Gohan, but, this is pretty much it for now. This Gohan is solid. He does do a lot, right? He's raising attack and defense on super attack. He gets attack and defense at the start of turn, attack and defense on super attack. Like, he has super attack effect, and then actually in his passive on super attack as well. And he's also getting more attack after he takes an attack, and then he gives Android/Cell Saga category allies attack as well. So, I mean, Gohan, with everything fully built up, where, he's super attacked a couple of times, he's received an attack, he's got support on rotation, he can look pretty damn good, I'm gonna think. So, let's go ahead and see how we're gonna look right here. He has a decent link set: Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, the Saiyan Lineage, Z Fighters, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, and Shattering the Limit. So that is going to allow him to work well with many, strong Piccolo and Gohan characters that would be on, the Master and Student Bond category. All right, so there he was, just a shade under 2 million, right? Now, again, he was hit, which activates 60% attack. Again, he gets 60% attack and defense on super attack as well. So it's like, we saw his start of turn defense, but again, he's getting defense on his super attack effect and then actually on super as well. So he's just building up a lot of stats in a variety of different ways. This is almost exactly the type of character. If this Gohan was a Dokkan Fest character, right? To where he would have Dokkan Fest exclusive stats, we're talking 17,000 plus attack, 10,000 to 11,000 defense. This Gohan would probably be crazy, right? With all the different buffs he's getting from all over the place. But it's one of those things where, it's sort of balanced because he's a free-to-play unit with free-to-play stats, right? Because his attack stat at Rainbow is only 11,600, and his defensive stat is only 7,500. Not exactly, the absolute craziest or anything like that. In terms of his actual stats, right? Those are definitely World Tournament, free-to-play unit type stats, right? So if we go ahead and take a look at it right here, well, bam, and then here are his stats again: 11,693, 7,548. Not exactly super crazy, right? What is his defense at right here? 96k. Again, he would get 2 separate defensive buffs on super attack as well. So, I mean, he probably would be over 150k defense at least after he super attacks. That's not bad. I mean, I feel like this unit could work if the only thing I wish, right, he gives Android/Cell Saga category allies 20% attack. If only that was 20% attack and defense and 2 key. If he also gave key, this Gohan would be a must run on this team, because it's a bit of a wonky team. It needs a lot of help, actually. because, you know, we had so many units leading up to the, you know, what was it, the 300 million download celebration. It's like now we need a lot more before this team is going to be, you know, fully ready to go and stuff like that, right? It definitely needs quite a bit. So, all right, let's go and see what this attack set is right here, and then we'll probably move to a different team. Obviously, this Gohan is on several teams, right? Hybrid Saiyan, Goku Family, Youth, Androids has Cell, Saga, Bond, Master Disciple, and Rapid Growth. We'll probably also check him out maybe on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Obviously, there's a lot of, you know, really good units over there that would make Gohan look good. It'll also be super easy to activate a lot of his links. You know, something like Z Fighter's a really powerful link, 20% attack at link level 10. Right, he's got a bunch of links that really are quite strong. So, you know, we'll see how he can look with a variety of these different links active, right? All right, guys, so now we're over here on the Hybrid Saiyan / Savior team. Gohan's going to be able to get most of his stuff active over here. This STR Kid Gohan right here, we're actually going to activate 6 out of 7 links with him. The only link we don't have active, I believe, is Shocking Speed right there. So, you know, we're definitely in a really good position next to this Namek Kid Gohan. The only thing is I don't know about actually using this Namek Gohan too often, but, I mean, sure, we'll bring him for the sake of the showcase. 76k defense for Int Kid Gohan right there. Remember that as he super attacks, he is building up his attack and defense, right? So if you get like a double super attack on this turn, that would give him extra attack and defense as well. On the Hybrid Saiyan team / Savior team, of course, we do have access to almost every single 50% support type unit as well in the game, which is very helpful. The only unit we don't have is Kabe. The STR Kabe is not on the team, but all the rest of them are. So we're going to be able to get a very, very powerful sort of effect over here on this team, being able to make a lot of these units look very, very good, right? Again, Gohan's link set is going to work pretty well with the variety of different, like, sort of like Gohan support type units and stuff like that that exist as well, right? Like, I mean, again, things like All in the Family, Z Fighters, Saiyan Lineage, Shocking Speed, Saiyan Warrior Race, like, a lot of these are pretty easy to activate links on a lot of these different teams. Bond, Master Disciple, Hybrid Saiyan, Goku Family, Rapid Growth. It's not exactly going to be hard getting these active on these teams, right? So that is going to be a good thing for this Gohan. Again, I do think he could definitely have sort of a spot role on the Android / Cell Saga team, just because of how, I don't know, how basic that team needs a lot. Like, you know, everyone talks about, like, oh, we want the LR Final Flash Super Vegeta. It's like, I mean, he actually would be really good for that team, right? I mean, the Super Trunkses are probably going to get Easy A's at some point anyway, which is going to help them quite a bit. Okay, so we're still going to have, again, the... Yeah, I guess we'll do this. Who will be floating over here? Gohan? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this right here. Let's see. Okay, 110k defense. Yeah, this is good. So on this rotation, this Gohan, I think, is over, like, almost 200k. He's probably going to be over 200k defense after he super attacks, actually. And then, of course, with the power of the same name update, we can have all these Kid Gohans together, right? And it works. It works like, you know, again, this is a rotation only possible at the same name update. We have 2, you know, Namek era Kid Gohans on the team. You know, both of them can interact with this in armor Kid Gohan in various different ways. 2.49 right there. You know, in link level 5 range, free to play world tournament unit. Like, he's okay. He's solid. You know, because he's balanced. He's the damage, you know, could be a little bit higher or whatever, but I think his defense is at a pretty reasonable level, actually. Considering, I feel like his defense is at a really good level considering what his damage is, and the fact that he's also giving attack support to the rest of the rotation, and he's just a free-to-play unit, right? Like, that's the thing. I think they've done a very good job with making some of these world tournament units actually begin to, you know, be quite decent, right? Like, they're definitely, I would say, giving a good reason for, like, a lot of, like, free-to-play players and stuff like that to actually summon on the World Tournament exclusive banner rather than summoning on, you know, the general, like banner unit list, right? Like, you know, I think a lot of these units, like High School Gohan, this In Armor Gohan, Like, you know, they're pretty good. You know, these recent World Tournament Awakening cards have been very solid. All we need now is EZAs for some World Tournament cards, and then we are going to be in business, right? So let's go ahead and finish off with this turn right here. Actually, I guess I could... I'm going to transform with this Ultimate Gohan as well, because we're at the very least going to be able to then activate Shocking Speed, which would be good. You know, we'll kind of go ahead and let this this turn go, and then we'll go ahead and finish up here. We can see that this Gohan can put up decent numbers, so, you know, if you have this Armor Gohan either rainbowed or, you know, most dupes, he is going to be able to, I think, look fairly well, right? Like, he's a fairly decent-looking unit, right? See what his defense is right there? 137k, not bad. Everything except for Z Fighters. It's pretty good. Like, again, his defense is going to be looking really solid after he super attacks, right? Because he's getting defense on super, and then he's getting another actual defensive buff on the actual super attack itself. So this Gohan is able to put up at least decent numbers. I think his attack stat will be a little bit lower right there. Yeah, that's because the 3-turn 60% attack buff he gets after receiving an attack wore off, and then we could see it go and activate. Oh, dude, his defense right there is so high. Like, this Vegito, if he super attacked, would be doing double digits to this Int Gohan. Not bad. Again, he's a solid unit for sure. He's a nice little unit, this World Tournament Int Gohan. Very solid for a free-to-play character. Alright, so this is ready for a new battle, Gohan Youth. Again, this is the only Gohan Youth in the game currently. That not only is this the only SSR, but this is also the only TUR in the game for this named character. His leader skill is Int type Key 2 and 70% to stats. His super attack is the Explosive Blast, which does supreme damage and raises attack and defense by 30% for 6 turns. His passive skill, Self-Realization, gives him 3 key and 60% attack and defense at the start of turn. Don't underestimate that 3 key, give himself pretty solid. Then he gets an additional 60% attack and defense when performing a super attack, and then he gets another 60% attack for 3 turns after receiving an attack. And then he also gives Android/Cell Saga category allies 20% attack. So he just has all these buffs coming in from all these different places, right? Super attack effect, start of turn, support type ability, attack after receiving an attack, and then attack on super attack. Just leads to him putting up some pretty good numbers for a free-to-play unit, right? Then he has a pretty solid link set. Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, the Saiyan Lineage, Z Fighters, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, and Shouting Limit. Should allow this Gohan to work fairly well in a lot of these teams like Goku Family, Hybrid Saiyan, you know, Bond of Master and Disciple, stuff like that. 12 key multiplier is 140%, which is the typical number that we usually expect to see from basically any unit. Not that that's not like a Dokkan Fest unit these days. And then finally, our boy Gohan is on a number of different category teams, right? So for starters, he's on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Definitely a fairly good team now at this point. I mean, this Gohan works well as a nice leader for that team. You just have everything you would hope to need on this Hybrid Saiyan team at this point. Hybrid Saiyan is looking really good, right? Then Gohan is also over here on the Goku Family team, where, of course, you know, there's just whatever you need is on the Goku. The Goku Family team is so ridiculous, right? Gohan is also on the Youth category team as well. You know, this is where we need a lot of help, you know, so I hope they continue to spam Youth category characters to really make this category look a little bit better, right? Gohan is also on the Android/Cell Saga team. This is a team that really has not gotten a lot of help in quite a while. I would like them to go back here, maybe for a Dokkan Fest transforming Trunks would be a good option, but I mean, you just take a look at this team. You know, since the 300 million download celebration, we have not really gotten a lot of category characters added to this team whatsoever, right? Then, of course, Gohan is also on the Bond of Master and Disciple category, which does have quite a lot of characters in here, which can be fairly good, of course. And then finally, our boy Gohan is on the Rapid Growth category. Now, this is not a category that I am a big fan of, but I guess Gohan is here? Sure? I mean, we'll see. This is one of these really horrible fodder categories, right? This needs a lot of help. So, let me know what you guys think of this Int Armor Gohan. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.